Okay, week 15. We will practice expanding our sentences by asking interrogating questions. The do not question is, write about 3 things you did over the Thanksgiving break. And what was your favorite part about it? 3 things you did. Over the Thanksgiving break, I blank, blank, and blank. My favorite part of the break was. Make sure you write 3 things. Do not write 1, do not write 2. You guys have 5 minutes to write. This week, the opener is Jessica. So Jessica will open. Do you guys want lights on or off? Off. It's dark in this. Maybe all you did was sleep. Maybe you went Black Friday shopping. Do you need a pencil? There's pencils over there. Or did they take them off? Dennis, that's your first warning. Brian, next time ask for a pencil, don't just sit there. That's your first warning for language, and you got a referral today for looking up. Because I told you to come back here, I was like, ask again, and you did not do it. Let's go. Tuesday. If you wrote on Monday's box, that's okay, put an arrow. What did you do? Past, you guys, real quick, 3, 2, 1, 0. Past tense, right? Thanksgiving break happened last week. I went shopping. I ate with my family. It would be slept. Past tense. Slept. I spent time. Oh, so went shopping. Joe, I watched Netflix, I slept, I ate. Please. I played video games. Sister? Quiet and all eyes on Jessica. Be ready to share your response.
Today's date is Tuesday, November 27, 2018. Okay, can you please read the language of Jessica?
We will
Practice
practice
expanding,
expanding a sentence with asking,
interrogating. It's a hard word. Interrogating.
interrogating
Good.
questions.
about three things you did over the Thanksgiving break, and what was your favorite part about it? Over the Thanksgiving break, I was what? Netflix. I ate with my family and slept. My favorite part of the break was when I ate in the park. Thank you. Ruby, can you also share your response?
Over the Thanksgiving break, I went to dinner with my family. I went to shopping in Black Friday. My favorite thing was staying with my mom and
Watching Netflix? Okay. Very good, Jessica, Ruby, Jacqueline, and Joe. Good job. All right. I'm glad you guys had nice, relaxing breaks. No? Okay. Thursday, when you guys come back on Thursday, which is when I'm going to see you next, I'll have new seats. Change seats. Okay? And that's the last announcement. Okay. Today we have 3 important things to do. First one is presentations. We're going to finish the presentations. Everyone is going to go.
No.
Tomorrow. Today.
Tomorrow.
After presentations, we're going to regroup. We're going to come back together and do a sentence writing activity in preparation for writing an essay. Because part of the project is writing your essay, and the essay is worth 80 points. That's the most amount of points that I've given so far. So it's worth a lot of big part of your grade. So in preparation for that, we are going to practice writing good sentences. Okay? Question? Okay. Please tell me, someone please tell me how I grade you. I'm grading you for being a clear presentation of ideas. So, you are loud when you come up here, clear. Yahaira, Maybelline, Gabriela, Daniela, Ruby already went last week. Nope. Remember that I also write down your name and take away points if you talk. And you'll see that on Synergy, right? Because there will be a category for the grade that you got for your presentation and audience points. Okay? Okay? So, eyes on the speaker, no talking, be respectful. Brian, do you want to pass those out to everyone? Okay, go. So, Jacqueline, all right, we are getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, hi, my name is Jacqueline. I was born in San Diego, California in March 2005. My family are Mexican, so I moved to Mexico when I was three years old. I have one brother, one sister. I live with my dad, my sister, her husband, and their son. I like to listen to music and rap and hip hop. Mexico is 519 miles south of San Francisco. One interesting fact about Mexico is the culture and variety of food.
Very good, Jacqueline. Very good. Maybelline already went, so Jessica.
Es la variedad de nómina.
Después para allá.
Jessica will choose either right or left. I'm not going to choose. She chooses. I want to go left or right.
Left, por favor.
All right, I'm taking points in 15, starting to take points in 3, 2, 1, 0.
My name is Jessica. I was born in China on April 6, 2005. I have a brother and a sister. I live with my parents, brother and sister. I like to play video games. China is about 6,536 miles east of San Francisco. China is in Mexico. The capital of China is Beijing. One interesting thing about is there are many interesting people.
Interesting people. Okay, do you want to show your thing? I forgot to tell you guys. Can you show? That is Jessica's. Looks very nice. Good job, Jessica. Very good. Jessica, right or left? Our eyes are on the speaker. We're quiet in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
My name is Ever. I was born in Cholula, Honduras on May 16, 2005. I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. I live with my mom, sister, and brother. I like to play soccer and video games. Honduras is about 3,633 miles south of San Francisco. One interesting fact about Honduras is that every year there's a rain of fish.
Raining fish. Okay, very good. Ever, please show your thing. Fabian, what was the interesting fact about Honduras? I need your phone. All right, raining fish in Honduras. What part of Honduras is that happening? Let's see. Well, you want to go first? All right, we are quiet in 3, 2, 1, 0. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. I apologize. You guys, I'm gonna start taking points away from the audience in 3, 2, 1, 0.
My name is Gordon. I was born in Taisan, China on September 12, 2004. I have 1 brother. I live with my aunt and my grandma. I play volleyball and basketball. I like to listen to music. China is about 6,536 miles east of San Francisco. One interesting thing about China is there are many
Interesting festivals. Okay, very good. Can you show yours? Good audience, show. Very good. All right, show player Dennis. One of you two go. Dennis, prepare yourself because you're next.
A mí Brian no me lo dio.
Huh?
Brian no me dio el coso ese.
I saw yours. I was holding yours. All right, I'm taking points away, starting 3, 2, 1, 0.
My name is Lopez. I was born in China on December 5th, 2004. I have a sister. I live with my parents. I like play basketball. China is about 6,536 miles east of San Francisco. China is in Asia. One interesting thing about China is there are many interesting
Festivals.
festivals.
Okay, very good. Can you show yours, please? Very nice. Good job. We are ready to listen in 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hi, my name is Jonathan. I was born in Guatemala on 14
October.
October 10, 2004. I have 2 brothers, 1 sister. I live with my 3 brothers, and I and my mom and dad. I play soccer and I like to play video games. Guatemala is about 3,000.
329.
139 miles of San Francisco. Guatemala is North America, but it is considered part of Latin America. The population of Guatemala is
17,036,000.
yeah. People want interesting facts in Guatemala and suppose that tamales and places.
Okay, interesting fact is the tamales. Very good, Jonathan. Can you show yours, please? Chopega, please collect all of these and put them in the box for me. And we have almost 30 minutes. We're going to do a sentence writing activity.
No creo que te vayas a enfermar.
Pero así la ahorita.
No, porque ya estamos
Okay. So we're talking about writing sentences because I think starting Thursday, which is the next day that I see you, we are going to start writing immigration narrative. So the big essay for your project. It can be hard to write an essay sometimes, but I've read a lot of your writing. A lot of you are ready to be writing longer stuff. So we're gonna practice, and again, this is worth 80 points. This is the most amount of points in this project, and so I want you guys to do well. We're gonna practice making our sentences better, so more detail. So for example, expanding our sentences, right? Just like popcorn starts very small, then you make it, turns into popcorn. We're expanding our sentences. So this might be review, and I'm gonna do it really fast because you guys already learned this with Miss Swan, Mr. Major. Go fast. All right. So, here is a sentence. Please put your name, date, period on your paper. Here's a sentence. Can someone read it for me? Thank you, Daniela, for raising your hand. Before you start reading, let's wait. All right. Thank you, Daniela. Okay, good. Here's a sentence. It occurs there. Do you guys think this is a good sentence or a bad sentence?
Good.
I heard bad, I heard good, I see bad. Why is it bad?
Because
It's a small sentence, right? It doesn't have a lot of information. What occurs? This can be right about anything. So, a good way to get our sentences, when we are writing sentences, sometimes we write like this. It occurs there. I like to eat. Very short, not much information. Sometimes we write sentences like that, and that's okay if you are younger, right? But as you go into high school, you want to write more detail. So, a good way to edit your sentences to make it stronger and to make more detail is to ask questions like what, where, how. So then you answer those questions. What happens there? So for example, it occurs there. If you ask this sentence, what occurs there? You get respiration. That's for the topic. Where? In the lungs. How? Through the process of diffusion. Once you ask those questions, you can write a better sentence. Can someone please read the sentence? Ruby.
Like a respiration occurs in the lungs throughout the process of diffusion.
Very good. So is this sentence better than this sentence?
Yes.
Yes. Why? Because there's more detail, right? Instead of it occurs there, what are you talking about? You're saying respiration occurs in the lungs, where? Through, this is how, the process of diffusion. So that's just an example. Okay, here's a second sentence. Yahaira, do you want to read this? You want to read the sentence?
Shows a correlation.
Very good. It shows a correlation. Basic sentence, right? What's it? To make it better, you ask what, why, and then you expand the sentence. So, these questions that we're asking, the sentence, is all the questions that you guys know. Who, what, where, when, why, how. If you get in the practice of asking those type of questions when you're writing or when you write something and you see that it's very basic and simple, ask yourself those questions and answer it in the new sentence. So, here's a graph. Have you guys learned how to read a graph in math class?
Yes.
So what is this graph showing?
The of hours spent doing homework. Oh,
Yeah?
the hours of doing homework.
Yeah. Doing homework, number of hours spent watching TV. This graph is showing this information. The more you watch, the more you do homework, the less TV you're watching, right?
Yeah.
The more TV you watch, the less homework you're doing, right? So this is the information this graph is showing.
Yeah.
So for example, it shows a correlation. What shows a correlation?
How many hours?
The
What is the what in here? What is this talking about?
it's
Bathroom? Go. Open the door for him. And go. Sorry, Ruby.
it shows the percentage of hours doing homework and watch TV.
It shows, okay, good. Hurry up and sit down. All right. So the what in this sentence is, you have a good sentence there.
Nah.
But the what in this sentence is the graph, right? What is this sentence talking about? It shows the correlation. When they say it, they're talking about
It's
the graph, right? I think it's already on there.
Oh, sí. Que le estamos hablando.
So the graph, it shows a correlation. Why?
How many hours?
No, because
No,
yes.
Because no.
Huh?
because they want to know
Go ahead. Sorry. This one's hard. Does anyone want to help Ruby? Okay. This one's a little bit harder because we're talking about math, right?
yeah.
So the graph, if we were to expand the sentence, you would say the graph, because that's the it, shows a correlation. Why? Because shows a correlation because what?
Because they want to know how many hours spent doing homework and how many hours spent watch TV.
Yes, very good. So does everyone see how we made the sentence from this? It shows a correlation to. The graph shows a correlation because it shows the amount of hours spent doing homework versus the amount of hours watching TV. Okay.
How do you expand your sentence to include more detail?
Okay, good. So how do you expand sentences to include more detail? You ask these questions like we did. Who, what, where, yeah. And you can add because. So one more example, and then I'll move on to some easier ones where you guys can practice. Here's the sentence. They fought in the Holy War. What does fought mean? Yeah. Fought is fight in the past tense.
Oh,
Okay? So the sentence, they fought, fight, past tense, in the Holy War. If we were to ask, how would we make the sentence better?
who?
Yes, good. Who?
People.
When? What? Very good. When? Why? Good. So, who? The Christian knights. You guys know what knights are?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah? Can you say what knights are? Because I don't know how to say it.
Caballeros.
Yeah. So Christian knights. When? During the Spanish Crusades. It's a war. Why? To fight for the cross, so it was religion, and get land. So to make the sentence better, during the Spanish Crusades, durante the Spanish Crusades, Christian knights fought in the Holy War to fight for the cross and to acquire land. We expanded the sentence from they fought in the Holy War and included more detail, the when, who, and why. Okay? So you guys are going to practice doing it yourself. For these, I am going to let you work with your table, but everyone has to write a response. So please write on your paper, write number 1, because that way I know it's for this one, number 1. You're going to turn this paper in for points. The sentence is, it was cold. So with your group, decide what, where, and when, and write a better sentence. Does that make sense? You guys know what I'm asking you to do?
No.
So you're going to improve this sentence. It was cold. How do you make it longer? So what, where, when? Does someone want to explain in Spanish what we're doing? Or your partner can help you. So what, where, when? Expand the sentence with your group, and then you're going to do it individually. So each group's number 1 will be the same, right? But the table groups will have different things. You guys have 5 minutes to do this. So I should hear you guys talking. Decide the what, the where, and the when, and make a better sentence, a stronger sentence, with more detail.
Juntarlo todo.
All right. I think we have time for one more. Finish? Okay. So I need everyone's eyes up front in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you, Yahaira, Ruby, Jonathan. Ryan's kind of looking up front. Okay. One more to do. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yes. Do you guys agree that this sentence that you guys made is better than she sang it?
Yes.
So when you guys write your essays about your immigration journey, instead of just saying, I miss my family, you're going to ask who in your family, why? These type of questions so you can make a better sentence. Like, I miss my cousins because, my cousin Miguel because blah, 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 blah. That sentence will be better than I just miss my family. Then I miss my family. Does that make sense? One more and then you guys are done and you can turn it in for points. What did they lose? Does that make sense? Last sentence. You invented. Last sentence.
They lost a family.
Sure. It's going to be different. They lost their family in the fire. On blah, 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 blah. Or
Me?
they lost their keys at the movies.
I lost my keys on the trash.
Sentence. They lost it.
El problema es que perdí mi cerebro.
Make the
En el
sentence
baño.
better.
¿Ah?
Dennis, make that sentence better. How do you make it better? Who's they? Who was they? Anything. February.
¿Cómo poner ella? ¿Qué puedo poner?
So what did you write? They lost what? They lost Juan Gabriel.
Where the
On
Oh,
February
you know,
1990.
in Free Fire, I
Yeah,
play.
write it.
There are
You
two
invented
Spanish.
it.
Yeah, I have two friends. They last week one.
And what do they do?
The name is.
You make it up.
The girl is the name is.
You make it up.
The other one is the guy from Bocasio. Yeah.
You make it up.
Hey,
Okay, what do you want?
I
Their family, do they lose their phone? Do they lose their keys?
I used to have last time.
You guys all have the same face? You're gonna get 0 points on that paper. You get 0 points on the paper if you don't have anything.
¿Cuándo murió?
Yes.
¿Cuándo murió?
You decide. You make it up. You decide. Any date. They lost. Juan Gabriel lost the guitar on 11.
Copiando.
Questions? How did you guys do? Is this making sense?
Maria.
You guys all have the same sentence? Miss Juan and Miss V lost. How are you guys doing? Justin, you're gonna get
Nicolita.
Leon and lost their last in the playground. Alright, put this paper in the box. Push your chairs in.
que no es bueno.
Papers in the box and push your chairs in. Thank you. You can do it again. Hector, now it's lost back there.